Hello, Enid, and welcome to the City Update. My name is Larissa Sloan, and with me today is Scott Morris. And I understand that you had a very eventful weekend.
It was a great weekend. We have been busy all week long, the City of Enid and a lot of other organizations and groups celebrating Veterans Appreciation Week. And I just wanted to give a special shout out to Chief Brian Skaggs. He helped organize and made sure that our Veterans Day parade that happened on Saturday went off without a hitch. And we had a lot of participation, a lot of entries. There were quite a few people that came downtown and braved the cold. And we had a fantastic parade. And before that, we had a Legacy Award on Friday evening. We had on Wednesday, we had several different things going on, but there was a luncheon for veterans that First Baptist Church hosted. And there was a ceremony, a tree ceremony on Tuesday that we had coverage on, and the kickoff was last Monday. So a very eventful Veterans Appreciation Week, Veterans Day and Veterans Day Parade. So thank you to Elaine Johns, thank you to Commissioner Keith Saragusa, thank you to Chief Skaggs and the rest of the group. We had a lot of police officers and streets people who blocked off streets and did special things, and so there was a lot going on. But most importantly, we wanted to thank our veterans. So thank you very much for serving, and they were all fantastic ceremonies that we had. And Veterans Appreciation Week is complete.
And if you weren't able to attend any of these events that happened, then you are able to go to the Wood Ring Wall of Honor and you are able to rewatch that. And I do know that to be true because I actually went back and I watched that. And so that was a lot of fun.
And there are a few exhibits that will be, I think they'll be for a few more days at the Stride Center, but they'll be moving to the Garfield County Expo Center. And so on Monday night, we had an artist make the Heroes of the Heartland exhibit, and they painted 10 pictures, portraits of American heroes, Oklahomans, and they'll be on display for people to come see. And then the veterans, the Wood Ring Wall of Honor and Veterans Park had the Huey display, an exhibit that was up at Stride, and I think that will also be moving to the Expo Center for the rest of the month, and I think through December at some point. We'll have to get some more information on that, but great exhibits, and there's a lot of people that spent time and energy and resources to pull all that together, and it's a fantastic thing to see. So I'd encourage you guys to go out there and check it out.
I think I heard you pull in on your Harley.
I did ride the motorcycle in the parade, but what you might have heard was a 140-foot tall Christmas tree coming down Garriott and turning into the location. And I was just over at the Stride Center before coming over here, and I noticed the crane has the tree in its upright position. And so if you haven't been out and about today, I'd encourage you to wait until the weather's a little better, but because it is snowing quite hard, but the tree is up.
It's a big turnout. People really come out and watch this, and it's a pretty elaborate thing to see it come together.
And just to go ahead and head off the question, the tree is 140 foot tall. Tall tree.
Is that the same as last year?
Yes.
Well, I expect that they're going to brace it.
Yes.
So they have bigger plans of taking care of that. And so
you bet.
That's fun. Well, I know that we have some things to get to. So we're just going to go ahead and get right to it.
Let's
How about
do it.
that?
Let's do it.
So I know that the library always has things going on, and so it's a great place for you to really get plugged into if you're into literature or arts and crafts or anything like that. But this event that they have coming it's called Healthy Relationships 101. And this is taking place on 3 separate dates, and one of them is already passed, which was the first. So you have two other dates, which is the 15th and the 29th. And this is really for ages 14 to 18. And this is really about learning how to establish healthy relationships. such as communications, how to handle conflicts, and things like that. And so, it's probably something that adults probably need too. So, but this is really more geared towards teenagers and things like that. If that's something that you want to get plugged into, or you want to have one of your children or somebody that you might know, you can go to the library and they would be more than happy to give you that information. You can go to their website, which is enid.okpls.org, and they would be more than happy to give you that information. They are also located at 120 West Main, and they do have a lot of other information or a lot of other events that happen monthly, as well as independently, like independent dates, and so that information is on their website as well. You can get a calendar, and so I know that they have tons to get plugged into.
It's a great program because, as you get older, you kind of realize that, not every person gets to experience a healthy relationship even in their own home, and so them putting on an event like this, there might be some people that don't get the perfect display of how relationships are supposed to work at home, and this is an opportunity for them to get out there and learn that. There's also a library board meeting, I believe, Wednesday afternoon, so around the lunchtime, 1 o'clock I think is when the board meeting is, so there's that happening at the library as well.
Great point. I love that. And then we also have Parks and Rec. They also have a ton of things going on all throughout the year.
Alert!
There
are 40 days left
of the year.
Christmas.
Oh, of Christmas.
40 days left until Christmas. I don't know if I'm holding that up right or if it should be this way for the camera. But anyway, 40 shopping days left before Christmas, and we've got a Parents' Night Out coming up, 2 of them, that our Parks and Recreations Department is taking care of. One is coming up November 19th and the other December 17th. So this is a great time for your kids to go enjoy being around other kids and they're going to watch a movie on November 19th. Do you know what movie they're watching?
On the 19th, it's Polar Express.
Polar Express. Mm-hmm. That's a great movie. Mm-hmm. So this will be a good night for them, and it might be a good night for Mom and Dad to go do some Christmas shopping or go hang out, or just, give the kids something great to do while you can relax.
You do have to register for this event, and so you can do that at enid.org/parentsnightout. That way they can know how many to provide for, and so don't hesitate to do that. They also have the December 17th event as well, and I know that we have Christmas in the park coming up, and so this is always an exciting time.
Is that who I think it is in the picture?
Well, it's Santa.
How did they get him to come to Christmas in the park?
I don't know. That they must have a secret connection.
He's been busy, so this year it's one night only. He can't be here multiple nights because he's got other places to be. So December the 3rd is the one night for Christmas in the park from 6 to 9.
Yeah. And there's a lot of information for that as well on our website. You can go to there and you will find that information. And
Great job for our Parks and Rec department. How many Parks and Rec departments do you know of that will have something for Halloween, a haunted gym event? We'll have a parents' night out and Christmas in the park. That's fantastic.
Well, they do all kinds of events throughout the year too, like donuts with Dad and muffins with Mom, and like
Nerf gun wars, camping in the park. Mm-hmm. Great job. Thumbs up for our Parks and Recreation department.
Yeah, they really are doing a lot. And so this is the time that we want to highlight our pet of the week. This is Raven. She is a female. She's about 1 to 2 years old. She is a lab mix. She is sweet, active, smart, and she is treat motivated. So that means that she would most likely be easy to train. I do know that Daisy when I got her, she was about 2 years old, and she is a blue heeler, which obviously blue heelers are smart and labs are too. And so I know that I was able to train Daisy on how to do certain things, and so I think that Raven would be a perfect addition.
It is a special time of the year. It's coming on Thanksgiving and Christmas. Won't you give Raven a good home to stay in? pick up the phone right now and dial 580-249-4910, and you can give Raven the best Christmas she's ever had.
Turkey and stuffing. If you want to see Raven, you can see Raven in Pen 11. The animal control does suggest that you can bring your children as well as your other fur babies to be able to see if they mesh. And so they are also, because of Veterans Week, they are also doing a special adoption promo, where if you are a veteran, then you bring your ID, or if you're currently serving, you can bring your ID, and and they will waive all the cost. And so I think that's pretty spectacular.
That's great.
So, yeah. And then they are going to be closed November 11th, which was last week. But so anyway, that is extended to today only. So get out there.
That's great.
Go love on somebody. So they need it too.
What else do we have today?
All right. Well, we have some road closures. So we're going to go ahead and just jump into that and talk about those things. The first thing that we have is a planned water outage. That is for today. That is over on West State Avenue. That began November 14th. Well, today, obviously. That will be restored by the end of the day. That is from West State Avenue, or on West State Avenue, from South Independence Avenue to South Grand Avenue, for a tie-in to a new water line.
That's like 1 block away from us right now.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, that's right there.
Well, that's pretty cool.
I don't think there's that many people that will be impacted. It looks like there's maybe 6 houses.
Right, but we always try and inform them.
That's right.
It's always important. But this is where our road closures come in. So as we told you last week and the weeks before, we do have the road construction over by Meadow Lake. This will be completed, projected in January. So just know that. How will this road closure affect Christmas in the park?
You know, I'm sure they're going to have people that are going to direct people around it. I'm sure they've got a plan, but I actually haven't seen the plan yet, so I probably can't answer the question all the way. But
Nice.
I'm sure that our staff that have been working on Christmas in the park has a plan because of this bridge, and so I'm sure we'll get some more information out soon, and we can help people get to where they're going as best we can to avoid this little bottleneck in this area. But I am excited that ODOT is working on this bridge because it's been rough for quite some time. And thank you, ODOT, for your help, and it's going to be great when it's finished.
And when we get that information, we will obviously let our viewers know.
We will.
So, and then we also have the concrete work over on West Elm, and that is for us. Obviously concrete work, because that's just what I said. So,
all of the concrete is completely torn up there now, so
yes.
They're getting ready to put it back, and probably not laying any concrete today. It's
probably not.
Cold and snowy.
Yes, absolutely. And so that will be wrapped up in 6 weeks. And then we also have the Hillsborough Drive cul-de-sac project going on, and that is for concrete repairs as well, and that is going to last about 3 weeks. Obviously, the weather permitting can affect the timeline.
Oh yes.
So be very aware of that. And then we also have a road closure on North Walker Street. That is for concrete repairs as well, and so that will last about 3 weeks. And then we have a road closure for Homestead Road, and this little portion, I understand there was a culvert that had created some issues, and so they had to go in and they have to fix that.
It's a great program that we have to get little sections, fixed quickly without having to go through, big engineering and design, and we've just kind of have a pot of money set aside just for those smaller projects. We can get right through them. So, good deal.
We're going to talk about our career opportunities. So we always highlight our career opportunities because we know that there are people in the market or looking for a great place to work. That is not just a job, but it is a career. it is wonderful, and the benefits outweigh. They're just tremendous. And so if you see, these are the ones that are available. They are always changing, and the deadlines are at the end of that. And if you see something on there that sparks your interest, you have the qualifications for that, you can always go to our website, which is enid.org/careers, and you can read that job description. And if there's a or a position that you see, put your application in. You just do not know what options you have until you do it.
You know, the City of Enid is a great place to work. It's a fun place to work. It's rewarding because we get to give back to our community, and we have people that have worked for the city for a very long time and found satisfaction in their job. Matter of fact, this afternoon there's a retirement celebration for one of my employees that's been working for the city for 39 years. And just earlier this morning I bumped into a City of Enid employee that retired last year, and he worked for the city for 47 years and then retired. And so a lot of our employees work here for a very long time and then retire and have great careers. And so I urge you that people don't automatically think about municipal government for their job, but we have some good openings, we have some great jobs, we have outstanding benefits, and we have great people, and it's fun.
I think the cool thing about it is that we honor those who have had a long-standing career with us. We have
They've
the service awards.
most of their lives in some of in some cases.
Yeah, I just think that it's really neat. Not a lot of places do that.
No.
And I think I don't know, I think that's a cool aspect that we do. And so I do know that we have some municipal filing dates coming up. How about you tell us?
That's right. If you are interested in becoming or running for Ward 1, 2, or 5 Commissioner, you have between 8 a.m. on December 5th and 5 o'clock on December 7th to submit your running, to file to run in that election. And you do have to live in that ward if you want to participate. Also, the mayor position is open, and so if you're interested in running for mayor, you can put your application in for that as well. So I just encourage you. We've had more people interested in serving and more people interested in coming to council meetings, and so it might be interesting to see who applies for these positions coming up here just in a few weeks.
Speaking of meetings, we have the City Commission meeting tomorrow.
That's right. We've got a study session tomorrow at 5 o'clock at City Hall. We've got several important things to talk about. We're going to hear, the Vance Development Authority has got a meeting tomorrow before this, and they're going to give an update. Mike Cooper is going to be giving an update to the mayor and commissioners first thing. And then right after that, we're going to be talking about the DSIP grant that we were awarded. Now, DSIP means Defense Community Infrastructure Program, and we were awarded around $3 million to spend at Woodring Airport for some specific projects that will help support the revitalization of Woodring and help with building onto the south ramp and build an additional joint use hangar. And that will be helpful for Vance Air Force Base as they continue to utilize Woodring Airport, especially coming into next year. I think Vance has got it in their budget to replace their center runway. And so a lot of their airplanes will be diverted to Woodring over the next year and a half. And they'll be needing those services, those runways, those ramps, the fueling services, and so they'll be utilizing all of those things. There are a couple of other things on the agenda for the study session, and I can't read them from here, but okay, there they are. Yeah, there's also some updates to our finance manual and the Christmas in the Park event that we talked about just earlier in this session. So that's what we've got online for the study session. The regular meeting starts at 6:30. So you're welcome to attend either one. If you'd like to sign up and give public comment, you can sign up for the 6:30 meeting to give your comments. And so we've got our pretty well normal scheduled things to talk about. As far as on the administration line, we're going to talk about some new fees, some ramp fees for Woodring Airport. Now, this is only for jet aircraft that land that don't, if they don't buy fuel, there'll be a ramp fee that they pay. And that's in line with just about what every other airport does. If you buy fuel, there's no ramp fee. If you're just a GA aircraft that's not jet propelled, there's no ramp fees there. So it's very minimal, and that's what's on the agenda. We have a lot of consent items and claims to pay, and then an executive session. So that will be the agenda for our meeting tomorrow night, 6:30. Join us.
And then we also have the MAPC. So just as a wrap up, so we have the commission meeting tomorrow. That is in the council chambers, and the study session starts at 5:30. And then we also have at 6:30. No, it starts at 5. I apologize. The study session starts at 5, and the commission meeting starts at 6:30. And then we also have the MAPC meeting coming up on Monday, November 21st at 6, as well as in the council chambers.
That's right.
So if you want to do that, if you want to get plugged into that, then sign up. So we're going to talk about our apps. And so we always talk about our apps because we're super passionate about it. It's designed to give you information for what's going on in Garfield County, such as this beautiful weather outside. Can you believe how cold it is? Like, the app would have told you how cold it was and the snow we're supposed to get.
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Wonderful.
It's snowing.
It is snowing. I don't know if it's going to stick, but I guarantee you that if you go to the Garfield County Emergency Management Facebook page, it will tell you exactly what to expect. And then we also have ClickFix. So this app is designed to be a communication tool between you and us to you. So when you see a road closure or a planned outage or something like that while you're utilizing the app, I am the face behind those messages. And so I'm not behind every message, but I'm behind a lot of them. And so we send those out to inform you, just like the planned water outage today. And that way you can stay in the know. But also for you, you can utilize that to tell us what you're seeing out there that needs to be fixed. Like, is there a down street sign? Is there a traffic light that's not working? You know, because we need to be able to fix those things for your safety. And so if that's something that you want to download, then you call my office. It's 616-7258. I'd be more than happy to walk you through that. I've done that before for several of our residents. I don't mind doing that at all, as well as you can also do that on our website. So if you don't have a smartphone and you want to be able to utilize a computer, then I would be able to walk you through that as well. And so definitely here for you. You are not stuck or anything like that. And so we just want to say thank you for viewing and stopping by. And you can catch us everywhere on Facebook and social media all over the place, and ClickFix and Roku and Fire TV. And that's a mouthful to just try and muster out. And we just want to say thank you to our veterans. Without you, we wouldn't be able to do what we get to do. So,
that's right. Welcome all of our Grand National Quail Hunt event hunters and staff. And so welcome to Enid, and we'll see you next week.
That's right. Have a good day.